this afternoon in that overtime action with Rhett Harrelson and Mike Brown.
Yeah, they did. They really stepped up big. I'm really happy, and I told the guys that. And it was kind of a little bit of a somber. They were really happy, but they know we did some crazy things there a couple different times. I told them I thought we won the game about 3 times. We tried to give it away twice too. But I thought our second half, from about the 15 or 14 minute mark down to about the 2 minute mark, 2.5, 3 minute mark, we really executed much better offensively. We got some rhythm going offensively, but the rebounding, the defense and the rebounding in that stretch was really, really good. We were limiting them to 1 shot, and then we were getting some key offensive rebounds. We were hitting some free throws. We got ourselves in the bonus early, and then just at the end of the game, we have a 10-point lead with 1:05. I look up at like 35 seconds, it's tied up, and wow. Just we just do some crazy things in that situation. So, that's coaching. We got to get better at that. We got to think the game a little bit better. Got to make some better decisions. And defensively, we just went to sleep. We'd been switching the handoffs the whole game, and in late game like that with the lead, we switch all crosses, and we just absolutely went to sleep. We didn't switch and gave them some wide open looks, and they busted a couple big threes on us, and got right back in it, But our guys just did not give in. A lot of times in those situations, first overtime we had a chance. We like to see Mike rather than take that shot. We want it in his hands, but had he and Red isolated on a penetrating pitch, we're in a double bonus. At least get it toward the basket and see what happens that way. But a lot of people I thought played well. I thought Justin Browning a double-double. You mentioned Mike and Rhett came up really big, especially in the overtime. Both the overtimes, they just weren't going to let us lose, and that's what seniors do. Their seniors stepped up too, number 5, Lewis.
Yeah.
But I thought Jesse DeLoach, when Brum got hurt, gave us some really good minutes defensively at the end. Elijah Pugsley again did a lot of good things out there, got us off to a good start with his shooting. Just a really good team win, and we showed a lot of heart tonight. And we've demonstrated that all year. We told them late in the game. This is about the 7th or 8th time with about 3 minutes to go, we've been in this situation, and we haven't won one of them yet. So tonight we needed to do it on our home court, and fortunately we were able to do that. It took 2 overtimes, but we were able to do it.
Talking about Mike Brown, 13 of 14 at the free throw line. We were talking about free throws coming out of the Citadel game, but you can't get much better than that, coaches. He struggled with his shooting a little bit in the first half, but boy, those free throws, he was on the money.
Yeah, we were 73%, just a little over our season average, and you get the right people up there. I think we're going to hit a decent percentage of them. So, just really, really pleased with the way the guys sucked it up and competed and played. We shortened our bench a little tonight. I felt with their experience and some of that was kind of the best thing to do, and those guys were handling the situation pretty well.
And Coach, we were talking in the second half, even though Mercer's so dangerous, especially inside. Our defense, as you mentioned, really limited them to pretty much 1 shot. Our defense really made that difference, it seemed like, in the second half when we were shooting well on the offensive end, too.
Our game plan, they don't shoot a lot of threes. They're not a great team that shoots a whole lot of threes. I think they're only averaging 4 a game. They're really good mid-range, and they're really good, in the post. And Ringer down there is a man, and they really do some good things to get him the ball. But we tried to neutralize their inside game a little bit, take that away, kind of make them one-dimensional, so the mid-range, and then we tried to keep people in front of us. That was our whole game plan the whole night long, and in the second half and that 10, 12-minute stretch, it was really very effective.
Talking about Torian Brummett, it may be too early. Is he going to be okay, or is it hard to tell?
I'll have to talk to Steve here. I just talked to him briefly before I walked out here. It's a hyperextended knee, he thought, and he's got some pain there, but we'll treat it and see where it is tomorrow or the next day. That's going to be key for him.
And he played some good defense today as well, Coach, under the basket.
And had 4 big baskets for us in the second half. And I don't know what's wrong with his free throws, as he's been shooting those very well in practice and earlier in the year in the game. So we'll get him back on track with that. But that's key for him, because can't let people know that they can get by fouling you.
Yeah, no question. Mercer in their 3rd straight overtime game, losing 2 in a row here. And I know they got to be frustrated heading back down to Macon, Georgia, but a happy bunch of catamounts in our locker room.